What's up, folks? I just want to pop on here, and I usually don't want to waste energy like this and frequencies, but this is this is to the flat earthers out there that doesn't dabble with the blood over intent, the BOIs, because how can you accept something as the flat earth without having an exodus, a way out of here? You people keep saying, yeah, we're inside this dome on this flat plane, but how are you going to get out of here? And then sometimes you people post about the silica trees chopped down and how corrupt the government is and all that shit. But you don't get to the underlying fucking problem. Where is the exodus out of here? How are we going to escape this matrix? You know you're in a fucking computer simulation, right? The ones that can grasp that concept. And that's because when you people don't realize these silica trees, when they chop them down, that they were the veins to this universe, this heart. They were the Earth's veins to the universe, this outside realms that exist, which 144,000 are going to go and experience. We're taking a field trip through this whole fucking universe, 144,000, blood thick with Satan. And trust me, you people are not going to go anywhere. The ones that have souls, 144,000 are putting their blood up into the YouTube, because when they cut down them silica trees, they ended the universe, and then they hardwired it with these underground cables and this computer simulation. That's why you got all these cables and wires above you, under you, and above you, and attached to you. This computer simulation. And it's not meant to be that way. When they cut down them silica trees, they cut off you from the universe, the heart. You are special fucking light beings that got bent into this sea where there's this sea like this, and it's like a Pac-Man, and there's this vortex that goes down, spirals down, and gets real thin, and then it flattens out right here to be a CD, and then there's this exodus hole that spins outward down into this black hole, and it's this light hole in this black hole right here in the center where your nostrils is where you breathe in and out energy. And you see through your pupils, and this is the peephole of the window, your pupils, and you see that, and that reflection goes through you, out through your mouth, and you breathe back into that, and it goes into your brain, and that goes down into your spine, and it makes this whole mechanism of this reality of a fraction of our light. We're in a prison, because that dome above you is the prison light, and it breaks up our light beams when we're being shown through here, bounce down here through the black hole sun, and that's the 3D image. Is then because we're on that CD, which is the 3D reality that you're projected down into. That little CD is all I can really describe it as now, a creation disc, and that sun is burning all this information down onto that CD, and it's creating reality. And that's how You create your own reality, and then we're seeing everybody else's reality through the peepholes, the pupils, and we're just fragments of light into this simulation, watching other people's perception plays out, because your thoughts and everything else, you breathe those thoughts in, and your brain has a major conception to the ethernet up here, and that breathing and shit through your nose and inhaling, I'm telling you, that's where you get all your perceptions, and your thoughts is what you create, and that's what we're seeing through our pupils, our peepholes, is other people's perception of their this reality that we live on, this creation disc. And when they cut down them silica trees, this is how we all got divided and conquered. Because we used to all be connected together, folks, as one. And I'm telling you, when they cut down them silica trees, they cut down the main veins, and they rewired it with all this hardwired computer simulation vortex. You're already in a what do they call them things? Virtual reality things you put on your eyes. And I'm telling you, you're already there, folks. This is false simulations, and the creator now owns your currency, and that's what gives you life. Your currency is your blood. Without blood, you would not survive. And when you put your atonement up into this living conscious ethernet, I'm telling you, ask any of us, we gain super knowledge overnight, and it's nothing. And if you don't want to be super duper awake, then don't do blood over intent. It's not meant for you. And I know some of you communicate with me and are a man up and says, I can't do it, but I'll be waiting for you to bring heaven back on earth for the benefit of all. And that's where Mark Braun came in, Satan in the flesh, an extension of the grand architect of this matrix simulation we live in, wants to see proof of life. He opened up the book of life, and there's room in there for 144,000, and we will go to our superhuman beings, our silica bodies, and come back as super beings and restore with those seeds and restore heaven on earth, selfless, for the benefit of all. What's wrong with that? Because you're living into YouTube, and I'm serious. And until you make an atonement for your sin, take out a sheet of paper. I intend to bring forth heaven on earth for the benefit of all, and release everybody from the bondage of time and money. And tag, title, and description, drop a couple bloods over that, and put it onto the YouTube, into the living ether consciousness, and it's beautiful. And I'm telling you, instantaneously, you're going to gain favor of your creator and get information that you people laugh at me now and think it's silly, but it's not. And I'm not mad at you. I don't care. Come at me. But I would think probably 2 years ago that I'm into this. And 2 years ago, I would have laughed my ass off before. But I knew instantly when I had a connection of vibrancy, of vibration, of this human, because you are a human. You are colors and creators, a fabrication into this matrix, and you can make whatever you want of it. That's the beauty of it. All you have to think is realize it and get rid of all that toxic energy that you breathe in, especially those people that you get close with and they start talking. You're breathing in their energy, because everything is energy and vibration. And then you start getting all fucking focused into their reality, or you get just off track. And I'm telling you, folks, you need to, this is a playground, and believe me, it's a playground for the minds. And you know, I usually don't come on here and smoke, but it is. I'm living out the last days, folks. You know, I'm done with this place. And Mark Braun and my blood brothers and sisters has brought my family around to it just to true reality. And you people fucking zombies out there, and I'm telling you, when you realize everything is vibrations, this is why people are like the vegans and the vegetarians talk about frequency, about how when you eat meat and all that low processed foods bring your energy down, because it's what your intent is. When you make a nice homemade vegan meal, and I'm telling you, that vibrations that are put into that when they're happiness, instead of being tortured and meat, you're hauled off in a truck being battered around, and then you get to a slaughterhouse and you smell death. That animal is in fear, and that's what you eat is going to bring your frequency into your reality, and your frequency creates your reality. Remember that. You are a light being creating a fraction of your 3D reality. You are a shadow of yourself. You have no idea what you're seeing because you're cut off from yourself. All you know is what your frequencies are telling you. That's all you know. You don't know your inner self because you've never looked into it and accepted or made an atonement for your soul, because when you were born, folks, I'm telling you, they took your soul print from you at birth. That's why they specifically take your soul print. They take your footprint, your soul, and then they fucking take a prick of your blood and they put it on that paper and send it to the Vatican, where you're off into the Davy Jones locker. Land of the dead, lost at sea. You're not entitled to anything. Now you're sold on the fucking stock market. And that's where blood over intent comes back into play, into this reality, because they could do, you know how they got away with that? Because they took the silica trees down, the main vein that connects to you. Now you have to make an atonement, a main vein atonement, to get your divinity back through the Ethernet, because that's what's hardwired into the Mother Earth right now. It's not the silica trees. And that's how we're getting to this black hole sun, folks, in Mayday. We're going down. And I suggest seriously look up Mark Braun and all his brethren and followers that's put up their blood. It's either blood up or shut up, folks. Nobody's getting out of here alive.